Saddle up those horses. Another installment of FunWhole February is coming at you right now. Welcome back to Brickscale Studio. My name is Jeff. Thank you so much for joining me. So today we are going to be taking a look at the FunWhole Post Office. Again, this is part of their Old West theme. And as I mentioned in the opening, we get some more horses. So these, as you will see, are a lot better than the horses we got in the general store set. So let's get into the build and then we'll talk about it after. Here is the FunWhole Post Office, set number F9044 with 1,692 pieces. So it looks like a pretty great set. Looks like we get a couple of horses, which, yeah, if you remember from the last video, the horse left a little to be desired, but these look pretty good. So let's get into this. Again, here is the entire Old West theme. So we've done the sheriff's office, we've done the saloon, we've done the general store. Now we're doing the post office. So again, we have our manual, and we have our light kit. So let me get these organized, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have a total of 8 numbered bags, and again, there are multiple bags per number. We also have this supplemental bag, which has 3 16 by 16 base plates and this textile element. So we'll put that back in there until we need it. And then we had another bag, which is labeled F, as in FunWhole. And that has the pieces for the figures and then the pieces for the wiring, the specialized pieces with the notches and channels for the wiring. And then, of course, we do have our lighting box here, which I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's going to contain 2 bags and some tweezers and a battery box, of course. So 1, 2 bags, battery box, tweezers, and a screwdriver. And this looks like maybe we are going to... let's investigate this battery box really quick. It's quite a bit smaller than normal, so are we going to AAA batteries, or is this just a smaller set and only takes 2 batteries instead of 3? Alright, so we are going to AAA batteries. So we have 3 AAA batteries instead of 3 AA batteries. So I'm going to go grab batteries right now. Alright, so we got our batteries here. So let's get these installed. Okay, so we got the battery box installed. So let me just put those aside. And that, and then here, of course, we have our manual. And we have our service card, which has the QR code for their Facebook group, as well as their support, customer service, in case you're missing parts. You can scan the QR codes in there. So again, we have information about the company. We have some photos here. And just like in the general store, this one has quite a bit more photos here. We get our information about the light kits and everything. It looks like there is a USB connection, so that's good. Again, going over this, your light kits, the figures, and then we get right into the build. I'm going to go ahead and just page through here a little bit. I did notice in the general store, which I talked about in that video, they had started putting in a little bit of storytelling, like Lego does, in the manual. So since this is a newer set than even the general store, I would think that we would have some of that in here. Well, I'm not seeing any off the bat, but if I run into it, I will definitely point it out. So let's get right into this build with bag number 1. Okay, that is it for bag number 1. So it looks like we have the start of the base. So on to bag number 2. All right, that's it for bag number 2. So we've got some more details here. First floor is coming right along. It'll be interesting to, I mean, obviously this is going to be an exterior light, I believe. Yeah, so on to bag number 3. And that is the end of bag number 3. So looks like we finished the first floor. And of course we have our opening back here. And so with bag 4, we're going to be starting on the second floor. All right, so for bag number 4, we won't need this at the beginning. So I'm just going to set this aside. that is it for bag number 4. So we've got a good start on the second floor here. I like this little broken window. That's pretty cool. Also, the way they have you put these together, these all open out, which is very cool. All right, on to bag number 5. Okay, that is the end of bag number 5, and we have completed, well, we've not completed, we still have some details to put on, like the post office sign, the roof details, some roofing here. But we got a good start on the second floor, and again, we have our little opening here. All right, so let's get on to bag number 6. Okay, that is it for bag number 6, and we have the second story here. And in the diagram, in the picture, it has it placed on the first floor. However, when we actually get into bag 7, they show it off. So I'm just going to leave it off, and we will move into bag number 7. Okay, that is it for bag number 7. So we basically got this little side area complete here. This whole roof setup here, yeah, it's a very weird connection. Very hard to achieve with the light attached because of the length of the wire. So I took the light off and then got the roof attached and then just reached under and put the light on. So that might be something that helps you out as well. So now we just have one more bag, which is going to be all sorts of little details like usually in these builds. So let's get into bag number 8. Okay, that is the finished post office. So we will turn the camera around and take a closer look. Okay, here's the finished FunWhole Post Office. So again, this is a newer set. If we sort of review the timeline, the first one of these, the first part of the month was the saloon. That was an older set. It did not include a lot of wire management or printed pieces. It had a lot of stickers. And then last week we did the general store, which included all print pieces, no stickers, and definitely included wire management. This one follows suit with that, where we get a lot of wire management and we get a lot of printed pieces. There really are a ton of printed pieces in this set. And one thing that we did get, which I complained about in the sheriff's office and the saloon, where we got 0 horses. We finally got a horse in the general store, but it was very basic. And in this set, we get not 1, but 2 horses. And they have improved them dramatically, and they have printing on them now. So they actually have faces, and they looked a lot better than the previous horse that we got in the general store. So this is the front of the post office. So there's like a little mailbox out here, some things to be shipped. I think this is a scale of supposed to be a scale. And then we have the printed post office sign. These are all printed. And I'll show you when we look inside, even there are a ton of little pieces that are supposed to be letters. And each one of them is different. So that's very cool. So if we spin this around a little bit, this is a very plain side. Almost like it's supposed to be like put against another building. However, the roof comes out, so you can't butt another building up unless it's shorter, obviously. So that's a little bit of an issue. There were some other FunWhole sets. I think the antique store and maybe the bookstore as well have the same problem. They're very flat on one side, like you're supposed to be able to butt another building up against it. However, there's some overhang that does not allow you to do that. And then again, we have our opening panels here to take a look at the first and second floor, which you can see very detailed, lots of stuff inside. So we'll take a look at that in a second. And then, of course, again, we have our battery box here on the side. This one is a smaller battery box. We've gone from 3 AA batteries to 3 AAA batteries. So a smaller battery box. And again, the switch is accessible from the side that faces you, so you don't have to take the battery box off to turn it on and off. And then we have this very large cactus. And then we have this lovely sign here. So let's take a look at the set with the lights on. So I'm going to turn off the studio lights. And there we have the lights for the set. So we have this porch light here, and you can see the upper floor illuminated. And you can see there's a light under this little patio or paddock area. And that's it for the outside lighting. And then obviously if we open up these panels, there are lights illuminating the interior. So I'm just going to go ahead and of course this one also, you can remove the second floor, and again it has that connection brick. So if I remove, you can see the lights go out on the second floor. So let's take a look at the interior. I'm going to turn the studio lights back on. Here is the interior. And like I said, look at all of the letter pieces and see how they're different prints on each one. And not only that, look at just the amount of printed pieces that we get. There's that piece on the wall. There's all the things on the table there on the right. And then we even on the left side, we have more printed pieces. Right, and then if you take a look at the second floor, again, the abundance of printed pieces. There's just a ton of them, which is very nice. And also, it's almost like the second floor is sort of a newspaper office. If you see on the table in the center, there's sort of a newspaper piece, and then on the swing out panel, they also have some hanging newspaper pieces. All right, so let's close that up. So this part up here is sort of wasted. It's just hollow. There's nothing inside there. And then on the top of the roof, there's this crazy nest, which is ginormous. Like it's for an ostrich or a pterodactyl or something. Like it's very huge. All in all, I really did like this. I do like this set. Again, like I said, they sort of just keep improving on what they did in the previous one. So again, like I said, we finally got horses in the saloon, or I'm sorry, the general store, but it was very rudimentary. And now in this set, they've improved the horses, and now we get not one, but two. So that's nice. And again, all printed pieces, no stickers. The battery box, again, attaches to the side here, and the switch, even though it's on the side and not on the top, it's still fully accessible, so you don't have to take that battery box off. So that is the FunWhole Post Office. That was the post office from FunWhole. So I think this is a great set. It's a vast improvement from the saloon, minor improvements from the general store. Also, this set included a ton of print pieces, and they even went a little overboard, and we got so many little like letter elements that were all different. Like all the envelopes looked different. So that was a nice extra touch. Again, I appreciate the battery box situation where it's fully accessible without having to take it off or move it. The switch is right there on the outside. Perfect. One thing that I thought was a little strange was the roof situation. There's sort of some wasted space up there. But again, pretty great set. This is the last one that we're looking at in the Old West theme. Next week, for our last installment of FunWhole February, we'll be taking a look at the Balcony Theater, which I believe is from their Town Life series. So stay tuned for that, and be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and the notification bell so you're notified when that Balcony Theater video drops. And again, tell your friends, family, co-workers, whoever, about the channel. Share it and subscribe. We're looking to get to our first subscriber milestone of 250. We're so close. And then we're going to be doing a giveaway. And then as we hit 500 and 1,000, we'll also be doing giveaways there as well. So be sure to get the word out and help us get those subscribers up. And until we see each other again, happy building, take care, be kind to each other, and I'll see you soon.